Hello Grade 9s and welcome to this virtual classroom session with Mr. Boutet. I'm here in Minecraft in my little own virtual world here to show you guys a couple little things with the example that we went over the other day, the garage and the shed. So we're going to be doing some review on this topic. So again, looking at surface area and some of the intricacies with this. So we're going to get started by heading on over to the garage and shed that we were looking at for our question. So one of the major things I wanted to talk about here was specifically the length and width. So the wording in the question that we've been looking at is stating that the garage has a length of 7.8 and a width of 5.0 meters. So those dimensions, we can use those for our shed. So if we go down and look at our shed, on our question we don't have any measurements for this one here, for this side here, or for this side here. So 3 spots that we got to figure out the measurements for. So in the wording in our question, the attached shed has the same height as the garage, as is seen here, but it is 1/2 as long and 1/2 as wide. So if we start off with 1/2 as long, so 7.8, we can think of that as being divided by 2. So we'll get a value for our shed of 7.8 divided by 2, which will give us 3.9. So that's going to be the length of our shed. And then if we're looking over towards the width of our garage, so that's 5 meters, go back down towards our shed. We know from our question again that it's 1/2 as wide. So we click on to this guy here, and we know that it's 2.5, because 5 divided by 2 is going to give us 2.5. So we have those mysterious measurements figured out for our shed. So that'll make our calculations a lot easier for surface area. And lastly too, with this 7.8, if we know that our shed is 3.9, then the remainder for this value is going to be 3.9 as well. So that's just something I wanted to show you guys in the virtual space for this building to kind of make sense of how we got these measurements. So again, with our calculations later on for covering our garage and shed in siding, we're going to be looking at removing the surface area of the garage door, the window, and the door. Because again, we don't want to cover these up. It would be really hard to access your building if you had your door and your window and your garage covered in siding. So there's that one there. If you guys want another quick look at the breakdown of the buildings, there's 5 sides for the garage, so one being the top, the front with the garage door, then we have a long side, a short side, and the back. Next for the shed, we have 4 sides here. So we have the side with the window, the front with the door, smaller side towards the back, and then of course the roof. So when it's all said and done, what your house, your shed and your garage should look like when we go to part B in this question, you should have your vinyl siding. In this case I have metal bars just to represent this. You should have your siding going all the way around, not interfering with your door, your window, your entranceway door, and the roof. So this is ideally what we want to get to for our calculations for surface area. So we're going to go through the rest of the values for this question here in the classroom, and then we'll be off to 1.4. So thank you so much for spending time in this virtual space with me today. I hope you had fun, and till next time.